the same goal, and that's to educate our youth. Yet they all go about it in really different ways. So the two models that I will be comparing today is my own educational model and that of Albert Park Flexi School. So for my whole secondary school, I attended a coloured Catholic school, St. Peter Claver College in Riverview, just the handbook. So the archaeological views of both the schools vary in so many different ways. So my schooling experience was a mainstream schooling model. The students were mostly of middle class island background, so I was a minority. The teacher directed the learning, and the underlying question that I always found myself asking was, why am I learning this? Because we're all creatures of curiosity, and this is evident in the Bible with the quote, "It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but it is the glory of kings to search out that matter." So the answers are often given were to get a job, to pay your own way, or because you have to. So in other words, you could say that the school was career focused, very much education for the future, rather than education for the here and now. So the average day at St. Peter Claver was very structured, had 7 lessons, morning class was home class or PC. In this you said a prayer, which was debatable whether we should do or not because most of you weren't practicing Catholics. But it's very hard to show your beliefs. The home class consisted of students from grade 8 to 11 of both male and female. And Albert Park Flexi School is an alternative education model to my own. So this is a school where the individual is valued more than the school group. So a number of students came from a different background, whether it be from a different background because of their economical state, and what about behavioural issues and drug and alcohol abuse and all that sort of stuff that's real nasty. The day consisted of a morning meeting there as well, so similar to PC group, but didn't have the prayer. They just spoke about where they are, where they want to be, and how they're going to get there, sort of thing. Built relationships between teachers and students, that sense of family, community sort of thing. Teachers cared more. So, although it was in a Christian school, the Albert Park Flexi School, it still had, I believe, a Christian worldview, or beliefs that stemmed from a Christian worldview. So from an epistemological aspect, St. Peter Claver was a school that offered OP and non-OP, so it was very structured in that sense as well. So at the end of year 12, you were given a rank or an OP, and this sort of made you feel like this determined your future. So the main focus was on the school looking good in terms of academic excellence in competition with schools around the region. So students who hadn't achieved an A standard in year 11 were often asked to change to a non-OP where it was more individualistic and didn't affect the school's average. So this goes against one of my favourite and really important quotes to me. So we're all created in God's image, yet we're all unique, meaning that I think St. Peter Claver realised that we were in God's image, but didn't realise the uniqueness of us all and the needs and all that sort of stuff. So another time that I found this evident in my schools, because if you didn't excel academically, people didn't know who you were. And they only had 2 options, and Albert Park Flexi School on the other hand had a range of different options. They range from formal qualifications through maths, English, music and art, and then a more inquiry-based learning opportunities where students were encouraged to express themselves. And this can be done through film projects, music, art again, and philosophy. A really interesting one was a rap they did. Beautiful rap. So this is a school that has really shown that its value of the individual is really important rather than the skill. So it gives people a voice, young people a voice, which isn't seen very often. So rather than rules, they sort of have the guidelines or principles. These principles are rights, respect, responsibility, relationships, and safe and legal. So as long as you're sort of going by these guidelines, everything's swell. You can reevaluate it, sort of molds to how you think these things fit. And this is very different from my schooling experience, where we were sort of taught what you could wear, what you couldn't wear, the way you could act and the way you could express yourself, and all of these rules were purely non-negotiable, so no questions asked, that's it. So it made me feel like I was part of a group rather than an individual, and it was always hard to express yourself. So because it was a Catholic school, you'd think that you were able to express your beliefs, but even that was seen as uncool in my school. And a lot of the students would admit that they were there because their parents made them, that sort of stuff. If you got a bad grade, you were more concerned about the way your parents would react rather than how you felt yourself. And on the other hand, I think flexi schools really developed this idea of individualism. So they've taken on board the idea that students learn in diverse ways, including ways that bypass the teacher in the classroom and ways that require neither a classroom nor a teacher. So sort of like they understand that teaching doesn't have to be teacher directed. It's all over the place. They go on a number of excursions that incorporate learning, and it's not quite hard to do. So so their understanding of the circumstances of each and every student allows them to grow as teachers as well as students. So the teachers at flexi schools see themselves as equal learners rather than the teachers up here and the students are down here. This is sort of a Bible quote that sticks out to me about this is, a disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher. So this again says that we're all unique, but if you're trained the same way, you can know the same amount. So this also builds relationships between students and teachers, and that makes them feel safe, which could be vastly different to the environment at home. So these two models of education are very different. So flexi schooling is all about the individual, whereas my schooling is all about the school as a whole. Both schools achieve the main goals of teaching, but their students, however, somehow different. So flexi school excels in building the relationships and equal opportunities for their students, and they're all recognised for their personality, and this is the way